So sometimes just giving people the words to say, Alyssa, gives them the confidence and helps them get past their imposter syndrome. Can you talk a little bit about this thing here? And then we're going to jump into some Instagram fun things we're going to talk about.
Sure.
Go ahead.
When I talk with my clients and they like, we finally get to the point where they're going to deliver some message or whatnot, they're ready to do it. But they say, well, what am I going to say? So I say, why don't you just say this? And then they're furiously taking notes. So I realized that getting your mouth around the words is really meaningful. So I've created a bunch of templates on my website that you can download for free to help you get your mouth around the words, which is half the battle.
I love that. Well, thank you for the step-by-step and how to. One of the things you mentioned, and I glossed over and I meant to come back to it, is this 360-degree feed forward process. And the thing that both you and I learned from the stakeholder coaching stuff, probably through Marshall and his stuff. So one of the things, can you talk about that, what that is? And then I want to jump, I didn't want to gloss over that because it was such an important thing that a lot of people aren't doing it in the way in which Marshall created it, or just taking that kind of personal inventory from others. So can you talk about what is 360-degree?
Sure. 360-degree feedback is when I ask sort of what's working and not working, strengths and development opportunities, and suggestions for the future, to your point about feed forward, of everybody around the CEO I'm working with. Because Steve, you are the expert on your intention, but everybody around you is the expert on your impact. So when you can marry intention with impact, it's a core part of leadership development.
And this is where the thing we were talking about earlier about vulnerability, where you as a leader have to really kind of open up your kimono and give permission to say, yeah, you can talk to my 10 key reports around me that report to me, or that, and they get to, and sometimes even for personal family members. And don't we? I mean, if you've been able to do that, you pull like a spouse or a partner, because sometimes people see us differently than we see ourselves. And to have yourself opened up to get that written feedback, very powerful. Then choose if you want to do something about it. That's the key. Do you want to then do anything about it?
Exactly. That's so true.